What's up, guys? This is Random Gaming 2.0, and today we're gonna do my top 10 favorite movies this year so far. I have them on my iPad. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in like a couple minutes. All right, I've got my list. Excuse me. So first, we're gonna do the dishonorable mentions, the movies that I hated this year that didn't make the top 10 list. And this is my own opinion. I don't care what you guys say. You guys can tell me in the comments below. I don't care. Number one on dishonorable. I have 3 dishonorable mentions, and then I have like about 4 honorable mentions, and then I just have my top 10 list. So this is top 20 list, kind of. So, on my dishonorable mentions, I have The Invisible Man. This movie sucked. I don't understand why. This movie just is boring, predictable. And I fell asleep 4 times. It just sucks. Because The Invisible Man, I wanted to go see it. It looked great. And then I went to see it and I fell asleep 4 times. That's how boring this movie is. Don't go see this. Next up on the dishonorable mentions list, I have The Night Clerk. The Night Clerk, I mean, it's worse than the, I wouldn't say it's worse than The Invisible Man, but it's like, this movie is boring, too. Like, this movie is an hour and a half. This movie could have been at least 40 minutes. Because it's just like, with a stupid plot. Well, it's not stupid, but it's just like, the plot of this movie is, of course, the night clerk works at night, and I guess he has cameras all over the hotel, and he could go in his mother's basement. He could just, like, see everything that's going on. And, of course, he witnesses a murder, go to the hotel, and it's just like, okay. But, yeah, but he's socially awkward. The whole movie is just him trying to overcome his socially awkward because he can't talk to people. And it's just like at the 40-minute mark, I was like, how's this movie going to end? It's like, this movie could have been over at 40 minutes. Yes. The last movie on this dishonorable mentions list is, of course, The Gentleman. This movie also sucked. Because it's just like, this is the most confusing movie I've ever seen. It's like, what's the plot of this movie? Like, first half, you could understand what the hell's going on. And, like, second half, it's just like, what the hell just happened? Yes, this video is rated PG-13. Well, PG-13 is right. I'm just taking some water. But it's just like, this movie is terrible. It's almost 2 hours. At 1 hour and 53 minutes. It is just too long. The worst accents I ever heard. It's the most not one of them. It's one of the most racist movies I've ever seen. That one being Laquisha. This would have to be second place if I have the top 10 most racist movies. Excuse me. Yes. The Gentleman, I would give it... Yeah, I would give that a 3 because it's like... The Night Clerk, I would just give that a 1. And in The Invisible Man, I'll just give it a 2 because of how bad it was. Alright, next few things. Okay, now we're up to the honorable mentions, and there's 6. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. So honorable mentions, of course, is Like a Boss. This movie, I found it actually decent. It's not great, but it was pretty funny. It's a good movie, I guess. No, it's not really good. It's alright. Yeah. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but yeah. Because it's like, it has a good story. It has a good story about friendship and all that. And this movie's only 1 hour and 23 minutes. It's pretty damn short. Next up, that I just watched last night, is Impractical Jokers the movie. Which, again, it's pretty decent. It's funny. If you like the show, maybe you would love this movie. But it's just like, I love the show. I love the show, and it's just like, it's great. It's good. The show's pretty good. The movie's pretty decent, too. But it's just like, again, it's like an extended episode of the show. Along with plot points featuring Paula Abdul and Jaden Smith for some reason. I would give it a 7. Next movie on my list I have is My Spy. This movie doesn't even know when to come out. But I found a way to watch it. My Spy to me was actually a pretty decent movie. It's like a rebooted version of The Spy Next Door with Jackie Chan. Check that movie out, it's pretty good. What is this? Stop giving me messages. Okay. I'm on my iPad right now on YouTube. So My Spy, I gave it a recommended watch if you just want to spend an hour and a half with Dave Bautista and Ken Jeong. Cool. Cool movie. I actually like it. I don't know why I didn't put it in my top 10. I don't know. Okay, the next honorable mention, of course, is Bad Boys 3. I found this movie pretty good. If you like the Bad Boys movies, then you'll like this one. And they're already making Bad Boys 4, so thank God for that. Bad Boys 3 to me, it was pretty good, but it wasn't too long. But yeah, it was pretty good. I would even watch. Sorry about all the noise that's going on outside. And yes, I'll upload this later tonight. Yeah. Next up on my honorable mentions list, I put Dolittle. Dolittle was actually pretty damn good. It's not the best, but Dolittle was actually pretty good. I'll remove the camera a little bit. That's good. That's better. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, Dolittle was actually a decent movie. I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever, but it was pretty decent. I would give it a 7. No, I'll give it a 6, because it's just like, the plot is just so strange for this kid's movie. It's just like, is it supposed to be a kid's movie? I have no idea. Alright, here we go to the top 10 list. Yes. That's right. The number 10, I have the controversial The Hunt. The Hunt was actually a pretty good movie. I would give that movie an 8. No, I'll give it a 7.5. The Hunt was really good because it's just an interesting plot of people hunting humans as a joke. Spoilers, it is a joke. But until one person made it real. But it's just like, it was pretty good. I would give that movie a thumbs up to watch it. Next up, at number 9, I have Underwater. Wait, I put Underwater at 9? Okay, whatever. I put Underwater. This movie is great. I mean, if you like Alien, maybe you would like this one. It's pretty short. Only an hour and a half, 20-something minutes. Yeah, the funniest part of this movie was T.J. Miller, even though he gets killed. Spoilers. This movie has major spoilers. I'll put that in the title description. Yeah, the funniest part of this movie is when they're suiting up and T.J. Miller plays the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song from the movie by Avril Lavigne. Shout out to her. She's amazing. I don't know if she's still alive, but it's like, shout out to her. She's great. Next up at 7, no wait. Yeah, next up at 8, I have Bloodshot. This movie was good. I mean, not as good as the next movie, but yeah, it was still pretty good. Bloodshot to me was an interesting movie, even though I never read the comic books. But it's just like, it was good. Vin Diesel actually did a good job on a movie on his own. But yeah, this movie was decent. The action was pretty good, especially for a PG-13 rated movie, yeah. Next up, I have the Birds of Prey movie at 7. This movie was a better superhero movie than Bloodshot, for sure. It was funnier, and it was R-rated, which was even more funny. But yeah, I would give this movie an 8, no. I'll give it a 9. The one thing I really did not like is they kind of copied Deadpool a little bit. Where they're like, oh, let's go back to this. It's like one scene, she's robbing a bank, and she's like, how did I end up here in the first place? Well, let's go back like 2 hours within the movie, like 20 minutes, and it's like the next 20 minutes, it's like the events that lead up to that scene, and then the scene just happens again. It's just like, why? Just go on with the movie. I don't care what happened before that. Yes, hold on. 10. At 6, I have Onward. This movie is fantastic. Disney does it again. Pixar always does a great job with their movies. Onward was such a great movie. I cried at this movie. This movie would make you cry. Because that's what Pixar mostly does. It is just fantastic. It's just good. Next up at 5, I put Just Mercy on the list, even though that movie came out last year. But I watched it this year, during Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. And again, it was fantastic. It made me cry again. Because Just Mercy has to be watched. It just has to be. It is great. Next up at number 4, I have The Way Back with Ben Affleck. This movie was fantastic too. It made me cry 2 times. 2 times. It's just like, this movie is just great. You have to watch this movie. If you love Ben Affleck as much as I do, you have to watch it. Yes, it's great. Excuse me. At 3, I put Sonic the Hedgehog. This movie was so damn funny and hilarious. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog was great. Yes, this was a great movie. I highly recommend it. Even if you're not a fan of the video game, you could still watch it for fun. And then next, at number 2, my second favorite movie this year so far. I don't know if anything's gonna top this, which is Guns Akimbo. I never even heard of this movie until I found an app and it had that movie on there. I was like, oh, it has Daniel Radcliffe and Samara Weaving from Ready or Not, which is a movie I haven't seen yet. But Guns Akimbo, though, this movie is just fantastic. It's violent, bloody, and great. And it deals with modern technology, like streaming services, because I don't think any other movie has done that yet. But it's just like, yes, of Kism. Because these guys go break into his house and put guns on his hands, so he has to be like this the whole time because he can't do anything. Guns Akimbo was pretty damn good. I would give that movie a perfect 9. I wish it was a little longer, but yeah. And then the next movie on this list, number 1 is on this list, of course, is Color Out of Space. This movie is just, hands down, best movie this year. Sorry about that. Hands down, best movie this year. Alright. See you guys in late horror. Man of Gaming 2.0.